Hey guys, how's it going? Noxiddar here. Welcome back for another exciting episode of Elex. So, since we last played, and I mentioned and made note of this in the last episode, I have looked at a combat tutorial, and I think I understand things a little bit better. So if we can, we're gonna find an opportunity to fight things, and see if some of what I picked up actually stuck. But probably not. Okay, so we're on our way. We just talked to Garen, I believe was his name, and now we have another suspect in this murder mystery that we can go talk to. I'm just gonna go ahead and follow along and see what we got here. We got some people up ahead. What's up? Looks like a berserker. Then again, everybody out here seems to want to kill me, so... Ah, Eudor.
Ooh, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed round the World Heart.
The World Heart, that's pretty cool.
You seem nervous.
Yeah, normally the only people to come out here are albs, or outlaws. Which are you?
Are you responsible for the World Heart here?
That's what you care about? The World Heart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliath should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a World Heart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Born meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
Man, you just really get the idea that people here are not very happy. Let's see. I guess we can ask this person about Askor's murder. Interesting. Is this who we were supposed to talk to?
Tell me, what do you know about Askor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliath out here.
That's suspicious. The man has a sword. We know for a fact that Askor was killed with a sword. We also know that the murder took place outside of Goliath. You see where I'm going with this? Let's see if we can, trick him.
Do you carry a sword?
That's an obvious question.
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
Ooh, dangerous. Like for murder.
How well do you know Askor?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him. People talked about him. But I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
Do you know where they found Askor's body?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Askor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Askor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it, and from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new World Heart. But it never arrived.
Now that is interesting. Well played. I like that. So there's more that's going on to this murder than we first realized.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Askor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliath sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
I don't think you killed Askor.
Me? Of course I didn't.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a world heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with the sword, and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with
You
a
just
sword,
said you didn't think you did
chances
it.
are you'd be planting me in the ground.
Okay. All right. Let's end this before I don't know what just happened there. I don't think you did it. But then again, there is this really circumstantial evidence. We're making some progress here today. What is that? Just, that's a plant. One of the things I absolutely am really digging about this is just kind of, again, that throwback to the open world kind of games where, the first one I think I ever really experienced. Hello, Raptor, I see you. Oh, that's not you're not a raptor. I could actually probably beat the crap out of that. Let's try it. What I understand of combat is you have to time your attack after you do it. Oh my gosh. I really thought I had him on the ropes there. Oh. Alright, come on. Oh. Alright. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. See if it... Oh, it does. Okay, it broadcasted that from like a mile away. We got this. We're good. Here we go. Get ready to parry. Here it goes. Yep, this is charge. Heavy. No! Alright. I think we're getting better, though. I'm gonna ignore this and see if we can continue our quest a little bit. But, I think I'm getting it. This reminds me a lot of my time with... Yep, here we go. With, oh gosh! Oh, that's it. yeah. With, Morrowind. Oh, hey! Oh, this place... Whoa, get out of this. Oh, good thing I got this jetpack. Oh, man. So, yeah, it reminds me a lot of Morrowind, because Morrowind, I would walk through a door and then just get, like, raffle stomped by, something way more advanced than me. And I kind of like that you can just go in a certain direction and then all of a sudden there's something, that wants to kill you. And can kill you in just a few hits. I think it teaches you to really focus in, learn the map. Oh. Hello? Oh.
Nothing to do?
What? Who are you? What do you want? Who goes there?
I guess this is the next person we question. Okay.
I need to ask you about Askor's murder.
I can't tell you anything about that.
Why not?
Not anything that's not being said already.
Fair
He
enough.
should have kept his head down like me. Ambition only gets you dead. He should have picked this spot and stayed there. Why are you interested in that? Really?
Okay. Tell me what you do know.
Tell me what you do know about the murder.
Me? I only know what people are saying. That they thought Askor had run away, but he hadn't. He'd been murdered somewhere out in the forest. I was out here at the time, on guard duty.
Did anyone see you? Is there anyone who can give you an alibi?
Hilda. She was with me all night. Her and Alba, and Dagny, and Erica, Freya, Garrett, Heggie, Magda. They're the trees over there. They're my girls. Very lonely out here. So no, I have no alibi.
Okay, how do we want to play this? Do we go in directly? Do we kind of skirt around what we know? But he thinks he knows what we know. But we know what he knows that he doesn't know. He might be the one. It's a bit odd to have trees for friends and name them. Not saying that necessarily definitely ties him to the murder, but it is suspicious at best.
Have you been trained to use that sword?
All berserkers are. You think I could survive out here if I couldn't use it?
Did you know Askor well?
Since we were old enough to crawl, our parents were friends. We grew up like brothers.
Askor's body was found near here. Did you see it?
No. I know where he was found. But no, I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't see him. I wouldn't want to remember him like that. My duties keep me here most of the time. So I stay looking after my girls, the trees, making sure they stay safe.
Where do you go when you do get away?
Nearby. Not Goliath, if that's what you mean. I tend to stay out here these days.
Where nearby?
The lift into the Valley of the Damned. That's a good place to relax. There's quite the view of the valley there. It's a good place to let your worries just drift away.
You look quite strong for somebody who's just standing around all day.
Maybe. And I hope you find who did it.
Maybe you did it. You knew him. You don't have an alibi.
Why would I kill him? He was my friend.
Why should I believe you?
Because it sounds like you're doing something about this, like you want to find out who did it. You should start with people who had a problem with him, not his friends.
Your friend Askor. What kind of man was he?
Well, he wasn't a simple guy. He was my friend. Our parents were friends. We basically grew up as brothers. But he was sort of ambitious, and that sometimes, well, made him an ass. Listen, it doesn't matter. Just forget what I said.
Ambition could give a motive, if he got in someone's way.
Well, don't look at me. I'm happy where I am. I don't give a troll's ass about promotion.
Are you a guard?
Stop asking questions and answer them. Who are you?
You're lucky I'm not an enemy.
Well, you know, it's not like the elves are going to attack these trees, is it? If there's one thing the elves know we got a lot of, it's trees. And it's not like these trees do much. I mean, they're not going to run away while I'm asleep, are they? Did Master Thorold send you? Is there something important? Because if not, just go, okay?
I don't even believe I've met Thorold, but apparently I know who he is.
What makes you think Thorold the Pilgrim sent me?
When he was still the big boss up there in Goliath, he used to reprimand me quite often. I wondered if he was still keeping an eye on me. Still, whatever. I've heard he's retreated into study. Let him play with his magic. I hope it does save us. And while he's away, I have my peace and quiet out here.
I feel like if I don't ask all the questions, I might miss out on a quest, which... Quest is how we get our experience, which is how we get our skill points, or our attribute points, rather. And, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask this. I do apologize. It's very... I'm really intrigued, though. So, no, I'm not sorry. I want to learn more.
What do you know about Thorold's retreat?
Not much. It said that he is working on a plan to stop the Albs. It's something huge that would change the war in all of Magellan. You think it? It happens. The Albs are screwed. Just like that. No idea what it is, though. But nobody is really allowed to talk about it. But then nobody even really understands what he's doing anyway.
Do you guys ever watch Duralius and Associates? It's one of my favorite web series. And Neebs, the elf. This guy kind of sounds just like Neebs, and if you've seen it, you would know what I'm talking about. He's like Neebs when he's all plugged up, kind of like I am right now.
Where is Pilgrim Thorold?
Well, that is confidential. Meaning, if anyone actually knows, no one is actually saying. Maybe he will figure out how to rob the elves of their magical strength, at least. Then good, honest warriors could go back to sleeping in nice, comfortable beds.
Now there's a future that Magellan should be fighting for.
I agree. I can tell that the facial animations in the dialogue haven't bugged out like they did in the first couple episodes. So that's a bit of a hefty download for me, so I do apologize that there were several episodes before that got fixed. But yeah, I'm really I'm figuring things out, and you know what, that makes me really excited. I feel like maybe I was a little too hard on the game in some ways. But I think there's just kind of this, you know, I've been playing too many simplistic open world RPGs and have been used to hey, Go, go, go. There we go. Yeah, that's... let's not sneak. Let's run. So the next person, I believe that we need to confront and talk to is actually Thorold. That's so cool, just running down the highway. I love that you can turn a corner and you just don't know what you're gonna get. Are you gonna get something, you know, fantastical? Are you gonna see something, you know, more toward the sci-fi, or just kind of this dystopian future? I really love that. It's very ambitious. All right, you ready for this? Oh, you missed. Oh, I see you. I see your attacks. Yeah. Oh, got it. Aha! I've learned your attacks. Ow! Except for that one. Oh. All right, here we go. Ow! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Oh no! I need stamina. Oh, get out of there! Get out of there! Where's the D-pad? Oh no! 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 Oh no! It's coming! Whoa! Oh! Ah! It's coming again! Okay. Okay. I will not lose this fight! Ah! Oh, I didn't save! Can I quick save? This is a terrible place to quick save. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna eat it right here. Nope. Yes! And we got a trophy from it. Woohoo! Oh, that's so cool. Again, you just don't know what you're gonna see, what you're gonna run into, and there's just that fantastical element to it where am I gonna see the sci-fi? Am I gonna run into a troll? Dinosaurs? It's a really fascinating world, and that's kind of why I've been doing, you know, as much dialogue as I can, because I just want to learn more about the world and why these people are, you know, the way they are and living the life they are, the choices that they make, the kind of the, you know, philosophies that made them up. And it's rare for me to play a game, right? I want to be involved in the world and the lore around it to that extent. So for that, I'd say that this game is pretty special in that regard. And, you know, so we just went from like a steel-walled fortress to, wait a minute, is this another world heart? Oh no, what is that? I don't even want to look. I just don't even want to look. But we need to be over here. Okay, I think we're in safety now. Oh, okay. There we go. Hey, we found Thorgol, not bad. I think we might... Okay, good. Oh, we're good. We're safe, we're safe. Yeah.
You've done well getting here alive. Are you a sentry here?
Yes. My name is Thorgal. Just stay clear of the World Heart while you're here, then we'll get along fine. There won't be any shit, okay?
I totally agree.
Askor is dead.
Dead? What the hell happened to him?
He was murdered.
Damn. I knew it. He was just too ambitious.
Okay. That's the second person that's told me he's too ambitious.
How long have you been away from Goliath?
Just over 3 months. Since then, I've been here, trying to survive in the beautiful highlands of Abessa. Trying to manage an outpost with too few people and too few supplies.
And you have witnesses to your whereabouts?
Yeah. More if we can find that missing supply team. This camp by the World Heart is where I've been, and this is where I'll stay until the warlords order me back.
Okay, so the murder happened 3 months ago. This has been over 3 months. He did seem surprised to hear that Askor was dead. But we're not done with our questions.
Can you think of anyone who might have done it?
Me? No. Well, not specifically. He's ambitious. Was ambitious. He always wanted to become a paladin. Last I heard, he was due to be tested by Ragnar along with some other candidates. Passing that test was all he ever wanted.
So, What do you think got him murdered?
I don't know. Askor was a good man. Well, he was to me. But he could wind people up. Maybe he got the wrong person pissed with him. Maybe someone else was as ambitious as him.
You knew Askor well?
Yeah, I asked if he could come out here on this assignment. But he stayed back in Goliath so he could take the warrior test.
Okay.
When did you last see Askor?
Just over 3 months ago. Not long before I came out here.
You must be good with a sword to have got posted out here.
Not good enough to hit someone in Edan from here, if that's what you mean.
It's obvious you didn't do it.
Yeah, well, I hope you'll find who did.
I think Ragnar must just have wanted you eliminated from suspicion.
He sent to question me?
Yes, Duras told me.
Duras? Well, he's a man who stands by his duty. I hope the two of you find the murderer.
I'm working on it.
Look into whoever might have been a rival for Askor. That's my advice.
Anything happening around here that I should know about?
I don't know. We don't have the manpower to patrol outside the palisade. It's pretty dangerous out there. You'll need to keep an eye open. There are plenty of ambush sites.
What are you doing here?
Take a wild guess. The large plant should give you a clue. We've spent a lot of blood protecting this world heart. Lives of the present to build a future for us all.
I don't think anybody's actually explained to me what a world heart is, so if you guys know, tell me down in the comments. I'm curious. Is that kind of like the source of the magic for the Berserkers of Edan?
Your post seems undermanned.
Ragnar sent the men we could spare. I sent some of them with one of our cultivators to a farm near the domed city. We thought they would be able to drum up some supplies for us, but instead they've disappeared. It can't be good that they aren't back yet. It's bad enough that the group is missing, but Rock, our cultivator, is gone too. I really need Rock to help me look after the World Heart. He's the expert.
I can look for this missing cultivator.
You would? That would be helpful. But be careful. There has to be a reason why he hasn't returned yet, and you might just walk into it. The farm Rock went to is below the domed city. You should look for him there.
Okay, so there's one more person to question. I actually am starting to wonder if it isn't Askor's friend himself. But like I said, we've still got one more person that we can question. This person may be like the most suspicious one of all. But what is that? What is that? Don't even want to tangle with that. I'm actually surprised we're doing pretty well. I guess, you know, running away from the enemies instead of trying to take them on is a pretty solid practice. Jeez, what is that? Whoa! Alright, so we're gonna try this again. I think someone actually blew us up with, I think, a grenade launcher or something. I'm not fully confident in whatever just happened, but, oh, we did it! That terrified me. Well, now I know that thing is gonna leap halfway across the map. This is just like Groundhog's Day, only without a groundhog. Although if there was a groundhog, it would be like irradiated and spitting, you know, venomous acids at us. Groundhog's Day, definitely. Alright,
Quit sneaking around, will you?
I'm not trying to sneak around. Someone made it the same button as sprint.
I'm sick of the shit here. Berserkers, clerics, fuck them all. It's all laws, commandments, rules, it's bullshit, all of it. Fuck rules, fuck laws, fuck the Berserkers. The outlaws in the desert are the only truth. Freedom, profit, no bullshit.
That's right. Did mention Rock wanted to be an outlaw.
You want to be an outlaw?
Yeah, absolutely. They know how to live freely. I've done nothing but work, follow orders, dig shit, and for what? To have people try and kill me for things I don't even believe in. Fuck them. I want to see the world. Instead, I'm stuck here.
Then why don't you go to Tavar?
I don't have the stores I need to get there, or the shards. but I know I could earn what I need. If I could just get the supplies I need to make it there.
The Berserker Askor has been murdered.
Askor? How did that happen?
Let's see.
Were you close to Goliath 3 months ago?
No, I was out in the forest gathering supplies before I traveled out to the World Heart. I've not been close to Goliath for a year. Once I had the supplies, I came straight out to Abessa. Wait, you don't think I was involved, do you?
The seedling was taken around the same time, if not the same night. He's been looking for something valuable. What do you think?
You don't seem happy as a cultivator. Did you ever think of seeking promotion?
Man, I would have to be able to read first. You can't exactly climb the career ladder if you can't read. Askor could. That guy wanted to do everything to get promoted. He hated anyone else who could read, especially if they weren't born in Goliath.
Alright, this is getting more suspicious.
Do you have proof of where you were 3 months ago?
I don't know. I don't keep a diary. Depends on the day and the orders. Sometimes I was digging shit alone, sometimes finding supplies alone, sometimes marching around and building stuff where they told me to. Those days I was with people. I just did whatever they said. I didn't want to be exiled to the valley.
What weapon do you use?
A sword. I hate it. That's another reason I want to join the Outlaws. I've got myself a gun, but I want some real weapons.
Did you know Askor?
Yeah, he was an arrogant asshole. He'd have done anything for promotion. It's his sort that make me want to say this. Fuck the Berserkers.
I don't think you killed Askor.
Shit, what? You thought I did that? No way, I wouldn't have risked that, even though he was an asshole.
As you say, Thorgal wants you to return to the World Heart.
I bet he does, but he can go fuck himself. I'm not going back. He can go and round up a few ass-kissing, law-abiding fellows from Goliath to do his dirty work. I don't want anything to do with it, Dan. I'm going to Tavar.
What happened to the escort that was taking you to the World Heart?
Let me give you a clue. A lot of claws, a lot of teeth, a lot of blood. I was only just able to get away from them. Those warriors are now rotting somewhere out there, or deep in the bellies of the beasts that attacked us. Their sacrifice saved my life, but it just goes to show, Goliath orders people to do stupid things and people die because of it. I want my freedom.
Okay, so we're back in Goliath, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Duras because there are no more quest markers for this quest on the map. And I wonder if it's gonna come down to me having to make a decision. If I had to make a decision, I would put this on to Askor's friend, because he was the closest in proximity to the event as it actually happened. That would be my #1 suspect. Everybody else kind of had these weird motivations. I do think it's interesting that a seedling was taken. I wonder if that's ever going to come up later again. The World Heart thing seems very interesting, and you know, if a seedling that was about ready to mature was taken, that's a pretty valuable item there. So let's go ahead and return to Duras and see if he has anything new that he can tell us. So here are our options. I don't think Baron did it. Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder. Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Askor, but I don't think he killed him. Irdor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending the World Heart and looking after supplies. Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Askor, but I don't think he could have done it. Wait a minute. You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Askor are both eligible to be paladins? Wait a minute.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Askor are both eligible to be paladins?
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Askor, though, was a driven man. Becoming a paladin was all he wanted.
Okay, well, it didn't lead where I thought it might have. That would have been quite a turn. I think Baron did it, so I'm gonna go with these other options and see what comes up.
Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Askor such a bloody mess. So, he's out as a suspect.
That's the other thing. This would have been done by quite an amateur, but I don't think Garen had a sword though. That's the thing. Okay, let's talk about Eardor.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending to the world hard and looking after supplies. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Askor in the way you described.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eardor was capable of this. That's one less suspect for us.
Should we say? Yeah, I'm gonna let Garen off the hook here.
Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Askor, but I don't think he killed him. Besides, if he had killed Askor, he'd have used his bow, not a sword.
Yep.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt. He'd have no motive for this.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him either. Let's take him off the list.
Okay. And I fully believe that Rock just wants to go, and he's just fed up with everything. But there is that whole idea of he got away unscathed from an entire escort party that was destroyed. Then again, I was almost destroyed. Actually, I was destroyed several times just trying to get to him, so... But I feel like that's too obvious. I'm gonna let Rock off the hook, I think.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Askor, but I don't think he could have done it. I'd say he didn't kill Askor.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him. I guess Ragnar was wrong.
I don't think Baron did it. Askor was his friend, and Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right. Even though he knew Askor better than most, yeah, you're right. He doesn't have the energy or the motive. Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. It looks like he didn't. Let's take him off the list for now.
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. It must have been someone outside Edan. These suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
There was no one there to say he was at his post, and of all the suspects, he knew Askor the best.
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis, and Baron knew Askor better than the others.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case he saw something.
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. You've questioned everyone, and Baron's the only one without a decent alibi. Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to the lift into the Valley of the Damned.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with you?
That is true. Why would he talk about it if he had something to hide? But I think I find it funny that of everybody we talked to and all the painstaking travel we did to find these people and question them, just Baron immediately struck me as not a very trustworthy guy. Not a very trustworthy fellow here.
Why would Baron talk about that place if he had something to hide?
Since when have criminals been clever? And Baron's not that smart. Maybe he just let something slip.
What do you think we'll find there?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check this clue out. At least so we can tell Ragnar that we did.
Alright. I'll search the area near the lift that Baron talked about. What is it I'm looking for?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around, bring me anything you find. Just don't interfere with it.
What do you mean, interfere?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it. Whatever you find, we should take it to Ragnar.
Then you know what it is.
No, I'm warning you. Do what I say.
Right.
Just trust me. Your life might depend on it.
Curious, that was a bit of an ominous statement to end on. Well guys, that's all the time we have for today, and next time we pick up, I'm going to see if I can bring Duras along with me, although if he is the killer, because he said something that, you know, when that dialogue option came up where I could include him in it, it got me thinking. And he's quick to point out Baron, which I was, but I questioned everybody. And it seems like he wants to take me to a very isolated spot. There's something going on here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. But, thank you guys so much for watching. That was, Tooth for Tooth. Or Circumstantial Evidence, maybe was the name of the quest. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Leave a like, comment down below. Let me know a little bit more about the lore behind the World Heart, if you will. I find that kind of fascinating, and just to see what the significance and importance of it, that, you know, they're throwing all these resources at to defend them. That being said, subscribe if you want to follow for more adventures of me inside of the world of Elex. I'm Noxiddar. Out.